Nigga kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his wife.
Shit, it's record. Time to go to work. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm just trying to be eyes you can help me. You. Why wouldn't you want to help me?
A government informant to give the Meech Slinger a time cut. And we said, whoa.
Everybody know what's going on. And they like, because they looking for certain words and paperwork to really convict me to telling. But ain't no nigga gonna be sitting behind bars Ain't no nigga gonna be sitting behind bars. You hear me? Hey. Hey. The nigga in the cell next to him like, hey man, stop fucking calling my name. He like, man, I just got my motherfucking paperwork back. I'm like, what it say? Hey, Meech ain't right. What? Big Meech telling, nigga. You think a nigga want to be doing that?
A government informant to give the Meech Slinger a time cut. And we said, whoa. You serious? So then she further testified that he was aware of the deal. Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Flannery was aware of the deal. Flannery just wanted to make sure that his name wasn't in any court documents.
So he that's some typical rat shit. I'm a rat and tell you everything you need to know. Just don't put me on blast.
Man, listen, man, this shit's simple, man. This shit ain't that complicated, man. This nigga called me in 2013, a nigga called me. Yo, bro, what up? Yo, check this out. I got some good people, man. Yo, I got to get off this joint. Holla at Tammy. Let's get it.
Right. And so that's how it started. So
that's how it started, my nigga.
When you were, I talked to Blue earlier, and Blue said that when you came back in the day, when you came down, he gave you access to the Bentley, I believe it was. He said that when you were moving around, that you were moving around in part with Tammy in the attempt to kind of like sell the story. What was your relationship with Tammy as it relates to the BMF story and the life rights of Meech? What y'all was trying to do with that?
He introduced me to Tammy around 2009. My job was to procure a movie script. And so that's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights and that I would get us a deal, which me and Louis Burrell did. Louis Burrell is an Oakland nigga who was MC Hammer's big brother.
Got you.
My nigga, we go way back. I fucked around with him on the music tip years and years ago. Good nigga, got Hollywood in a headlock. And so me and Tammy have been taking meetings in L.A. for years, starting back in 2009. So we had nothing to do with any drugs, anything. It was perfectly legal. As a matter of fact, all of it is documented in the case, in the paperwork.
Got you.
So let's get back to Blue in the blue Bentley coupe.
Okay.
So when I come to town, I run into the homie, Lil Blue. I grab the car, and so I'm moving around. But before that, the nigga Meech sent another Mexican at me that was a government informant, confidential source. I didn't know that the nigga was bad, but when I meet him, he rubbed me the wrong way. You feel me?
Right.
And so I bag up both of them. But come 2018, when we get the discovery, I find out that he was an agent, and that a confidential source had introduced us to. Who introduced me to him? Nobody, nothing other than Big Meech. Nothing came out of that because he rubbed me the wrong way. He got to talking about who caused this, man. Is it paid for? So it just rubbed me the wrong way. Right. I didn't think he was a police or anything. I didn't think he was a police, but he was just weird. You feel me?
Right. Asking weird
questions. Fast forward to 2018.
Got you.
Fast forward to 2018. That's in the DEA 6 reports. That a confidential source introduced me to that confidential source. Who was the confidential source?
It can only be one person. The person who introduced you to him, and you know who introduced you to him.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, Cuffy. Why do you think, and this is an obvious question, and it may be a slow question for me to ask you, but I have to ask you nevertheless. It's part of my due diligence process, right? Why do you think that it is so hard for people who understand that these type of things happen every day inside the game? Why do you think they're having such a hard time grasping or understanding or accepting the fact that Big Meech didn't want to do that motherfucking 30 years?
Listen, man, you have to understand this generation. You have to understand this generation. Most of these niggas, they got a mentality. He didn't tell on me. You feel me? You got niggas running around in every city now. This generation here running around with rats because they got a bag. You know, you feel me? I've lost 30-year partners. Some Detroit niggas, I ain't gonna say their name, you understand, who told me, yo, man, the homie Cuff, man, the homie was trying to get the Mexican. He wasn't aiming at you. I'm like, nigga, what? You telling me that the homie was trying to tell on the Mexican, and that's cool? So you're dealing with a different generation, homie.
Yeah, I get you. So let's stay on this Mexican angle for a second, because one of the hot topics right now, and this is something that you may be able to chime in on or elaborate on. One of the hot topics that's going on now in the whole YouTube space and YouTube streets is that specifically the Southern California Mexicans, for example, who are connected to the cartels across that border, that they don't have no problem operating as the long hand for the DEA and FBI and other government agencies, and they don't have the same hangups when it comes to telling on black people. So in short, they saying these Mexicans in South LA, they hate niggas and they set niggas up, and it's not against their own constitution to tell on niggas and give niggas up as long as they giving their own up. Do you know anything about that? Have you heard anything about that?
Well, I've heard rumors of that, but not in the essays that I've ever dealt with. Okay. I've heard rumors that it's in their bylaws. As long as you don't tell on the essay, it's not telling. But I don't know anything about that, and I've never dealt with no essays like that.
I got you. So what do you want to say to the people who are still the staunchest defenders of Meech, even in the face of all? No, back up for a second, bro. Let me just clear my head for a second. Why do you think Big Meech has not raised his voice to speak up for himself and to clear his own name? Why do you think he's using all these proxy niggas to come up and stand up and try to argue for him instead of standing up himself and answering this shit for himself?
Hey, dog, check this out, homie. This shit is indefensible. You feel me? This shit is indefensible, homie. So this is what I told my crew and all the fellas that I rock with. I told them that the nigga was going to have to hide Tammy Collins. And at any point that he fell out with her, because she's attention hungry, at any point that he fell out with her, that she would spill on him. You feel me? Right. And this is what we have coming to fruition right now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So this shit is indefensible, homie.
All right. I
if you feel the same way I feel, this nigga's an ungrateful nigga. You feel me?
Right.
So this shit is indefensible, homie.
Right. So how do you feel about people like Lil Meech and the Sosa guy, like trying to attack your family name and directly trying to go at your people, at your blood? How do you feel about that?
It's a deflection. You know, I have no comment on these guys. Sosa's a worker. I don't know his son. I remember being around his son when he was first born. I know his mom, Tyra, but I don't know the kid, you understand? But, you know, they trying to fight for their brand. They trying to savage this BMF shit, homie. This is how they make their living. This is how niggas is getting in the clubs still to this day. This how niggas fucking, you feel me? They trying to savage their brand, homie. And you don't have men anymore. So the silence only says complicity. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I get you. I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So, man, I got to get off this joint, man. It's been a hamdulillah, man. All praise to Allah. I thank you, man, because it ain't many of us left, dog.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me?
Yes, sir.
It ain't
Allahu
many of us
Akbar.
left, man.
Absolutely.
Alhamdulillah. Ain't many of us
Alhamdulillah.
left, man.
Yes, sir.
So I thank you, man. Hit this line if you need me. You feel me?
I got you. It's been an honor and a privilege, brother. Salute.
Nothing but love. Salute.
Why would Cuffy lie? Cuffy gave him $1 million. Why would you want your mans to tell on you? Why would you want to put that on your mans? Use your fucking computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And on top of that, as you being who you are and what you have been, if somebody lying on your name, nigga, you ain't got to jump out here 100 times to say a nigga lying on your name. It only take one time. One. To stand on what you need to stand on if this shit ain't true. But this right here, people don't sit up. You can't make this up, nigga. You can't make this up. There's a lot of stuff that can be made up. Not this. Let's keep it 100. You keep it 100 with me, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You can't make this up. And when it comes to decision making, if his decision making was like that,